The Accountant 2 is directed by Gavin O'Connor and it stars Ben Affleck and Jon Bernthal. And in the sequel to the 2016 action movie, when an old acquaintance is murdered, Christian Wolff reunites with his brother to crack down the criminal. I enjoyed the first Accountant. I didn't think it was anything amazing, but I thought it was a very solid and very entertaining action movie. And I was kind of intrigued to see the sequel, mainly because I saw the reviews were a lot better than the originals. So I was like, okay, this could be far better than the original. And I'm happy to say that I agree with those reviews. I think The Accountant 2 is a big step up for the franchise. Accountant 2 takes everything that I really liked about the original and doubles down on it while trying to stray away from the things that the first one didn't do particularly well. The story is simpler, but there is still a lot of moving parts to it that get full attention. One thing that disappointed me about the original film is that we don't see many interactions between Christian Wolff and his brother, but thankfully for this movie, their relationship is the central core of the movie. I just really like their bond. It's such a really sweet brotherly bond. Yeah, they have some fights, they banter with each other, especially Jon Bernthal, who just makes fun of him a lot of the time. But it's just really entertaining and also very comedic. I also really like what they did with Christian Wolff in the film. They give him a lot more humanity and personal problems that we can all relate to. Without spoiling too much, he's kind of looking for love in this film. And there's this scene in the middle where he lets go and he has a bit of fun for once. And it was really sweet to see him do that. I also think the story was a lot more engaging than the first films. I do think that the first film story is kind of all over the place, but with this, as I said, there are a few moving parts to it, and it is more character driven than the first film, but it really does all work. The only kind of flaw I did have with it was that the villains are easily blander than the originals, but they are a lot more evil, so you do want to see them get defeated easier. I was also very surprised by how comedic this movie was. There is a lot of humour in this film, and for the most part, the jokes really do land. In fact, me and the entire cinema were laughing our asses off throughout the entire film. It was very funny at times. I will say though that the jokes do lead to some tonal issues at times. I mean, we are incorporating jokes like that in a film that revolves around kidnapping children. The action was also a big step up as well. Not like there's anything wrong with the original film's action, but I do think this film's action was a lot better. I mean, I've said it before, I'm a huge sucker for big shootouts with big explosions, and they do that really well here. Technically, I think the film was really strong too. Very simply directed, but it really does work nonetheless. There's a lot of close-ups in the film and they really do add a lot of tension to every scene. I also really did like the slow music throughout the film. It really does work at building tension as well. And finally, the performances are all really strong. Easily the standouts are Ben Affleck and Jon Bernthal. They have absolutely amazing chemistry in this movie. They work so well together. I honestly could have watched them two bickering throughout the entire film, and it easily would have still got an 8 out of 10 score from me. Cynthia Addai-Robinson was also really solid in the film as well, and when she's in scenes with Affleck and Bernthal, it really did create this really interesting dynamic between the characters. So overall, I really enjoyed The Accountant 2. It's easily better than the original film. It's got a simpler story, but it's well told nonetheless. It's got really good action, a lot of comedy that really does land, really good performances as well. If you like the first film, I don't think you'll have an issue liking this film just as much, if not maybe a bit more. I enjoyed The Accountant 2. Go see it if you like the original. I'm going to give it a very solid 8 out of 10. And people, that is the end of my review of The Accountant 2. If you have seen the film, do let me know your thoughts on it. Did you like it? Did you not? Let me know. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Have a good day. And see you later.